Now we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty of what Indians are all about.
I still say we Indian people are believers in the truth. This is the way of life that was given to your people. You're born an Indian, you're going to die an Indian. Indianness is a good life. You're facing an Indian this afternoon.
Good Saturday afternoon out there, everyone, and welcome to your number one source for Native American television news. It's Native News Today. I'm your host, Jason Salzman. As you can see, I am without my partner, Gerald Wofford, today. He is out. He'll be out for a couple weeks, actually, on vacation, getting some of that summertime leisure out of the way. So we will welcome him back with open arms. But until then, we'll have Gary Fife-Hill join us next week, and we'll look back at some of his past work. And we got a special in-studio guest coming up for you, too, this week, and we're excited about having Christina Goodvoice, our manager here at Muskogee Media, come in, talk a little bit about our new rebranding campaign we got going on, and lots of other exciting things here at Muskogee Creek Nation. So got a great show lined up for you, and I hope everybody out there had a great holiday week, the 4th of July, of course, and a little weird having it on a Wednesday, having a break in the middle of the week, then coming back, but we'll get through it. So let's go to our first break. We'll come back with Christina Goodvoice in studio. You're watching Native News Today.
Since the dawn of the Muskogee Creek Nation, the traditional rhythmic sound of the turtle shells has been the heart of the ceremonial stomp dance. A living legacy passed to each new generation. This tradition, this legacy, this heart, this is the Muskogee Creek Nation of Oklahoma.
And welcome back to Native News Today, and as promised, we are joined now in studio with Muskogee Media Manager, Miss Christina Goodvoice. And Christina, first of all, I want to thank you for spending some time with us here in studio today. It's glad to have you on the program for the first time.
It's good to be here. Thank you for having me.
You got it. Well, the reason we wanted to bring you on, really, and folks out there, if you didn't know, we are totally rebranding at the Muskogee Creek Nation as far as the way that we cover things, and our journalists working with the television show, radio program, internet, all kinds of media going on, and that's exactly why we decided to rebrand, and now we are Muskogee Media. We have done some new things with signage and things like that, so it's a very exciting time around here, and I think all the people out there will be glad to know that we're doing this now.
Mm-hmm. We've made the transition from being the Muskogee Nation Communications Department to Muskogee Media. Specifically, we wanted to get away from that communications stereotype that we're public relations and fluff news, and now we're media news and today, on time, and that's the big thing that we're wanting to do, being present on social media all over the place.
Yeah, that's one of the things, too, I wanted to talk to you about. We've really integrated a lot of social media into our coverage, and not only does it break us away from the mundane, normal news that everybody else would get for the longest of times. Everybody's doing it now, but for us, it's a great thing because we've had papers before, we've had the show before, but it's been a sort of a monthly, weekly basis in those things, and with our radio program even too. And now it offers us a chance to almost in real time, every day, day-to-day, updates of what's going on at the Creek Nation. It sort of pulls the veil back and really opens the curtain to really the happenings and goings-on a regular basis here at the tribe.
We are able to stay up to the minute on news and keeping people updated if there's events going on. We had the VAWA relay run that happened on Monday, and we were updating. We had news available. We have the ribbon cutting ceremony that took place. Anything, we're showing people that we are there, delivering them their news because it's about the citizens. They want to know, and we serve them.
That's the great thing about it too, is we got a chance to go out and be in the midst of all of our citizens at the Muskogee Creek Nation Festival recently, and that was really the first time we had a chance to get our brand out there and show everybody the new things that are going on, our new logo. If you've seen it around town, I'm sure everybody out there really impressed by that. But a lot of people stopping by the booth, talking to us, signing up for the paper. So it was a good chance to get out and about with the citizens too there.
We had our promotional materials available, and we had some lanyards, keychains, stadium cups, T-shirts, which flew off the shelves within half an hour. And You know, Indians always like their free T-shirts.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially with the cool logo.
You got it.
But we have a really, I think it is a pretty awesome logo. We had some ideas out there. We narrowed it down to 3. We voted on it here in our department, and I think it's something that has the Muskogee names with the traditional spelling, but looks modernized and keeps us up to speed with other media.
And I really like it because it was all done in-house. Like you said, we voted on it here, everybody here. Our own graphic design team did it and designed it, and we really wanted to incorporate that into everything, and it's really all us, basically, if you look at it from start to finish, the whole process. So that was really nice there, too. And also, with our new name and everything like that, really expanded coverage. You guys, you personally, and our reporter, Sterling Cosper, and our own Gerald Wofford here from Native News Today got a chance to head out on the road with the Altmulgee to Altmulgee bicycle tour, and you know, we've been talking about that. Everybody knows on the show what that's all about. But for you personally, how was that to not only as a journalist get to go and cover things like that, but you yourself had never really been to the homelands, and that had to have been wonderful.
It was eye-opening, and you always hear the history, you always hear the one-sided version of the history, but to actually be there and see these sites, and you know that you had ancestors that were here, and the things that happened to them, and to feel the history, not just read about it and see it, but you just take it all in and absorb it. And it was really, really moving to be there at those sites. And
really good to be away from us for so long.
Oh yeah, I needed a break.
Yeah.
Some wild children.
Well, no, we've moved into that and our expanded coverage of things that are going on, and really here at the Muskogee Media, we have so many things that on a daily basis, I don't think a lot of people realize. It'd be nice to have an open house every now and again to bring them in and look at our schedules, and we're going here and here and here, but it's all to keep up with the Muskogee Creek Nation right now, because let's be honest, we are on the move. There's all kinds of things going on, new acquisitions, new partnerships, new relationships with different communities and cities enhanced, such as in Tulsa. And recently we had the Riverwalk crossing. That was a big story for us, and it continues to be. And we had actually a huge event out for the 4th of July, and really kind of introducing our presence at the Riverwalk to the folks in that area. And you were out there, and that must have been really neat to be at too.
It was a great experience to be a part of, as for Muskogee Media, part of the Creek Nation, and as a citizen of Jinx, because I live up there myself.
That's right.
So just right across the river, going over and seeing all these people come together for this event. It was a collaboration for the tribe, the city of Jinx, and Los Cabos that sponsored the fireworks show. And they had the opening ceremony for Riverwalk. So people have been hearing on the news, you know, that Creek Nation has purchased it, but there hasn't ever been anything formal for it. So this was a chance for the Creek Nation to be able to open its doors and say, here we are, thank you for allowing us to be in your neighborhood. And they got a great turnout. Yeah,
it was absolutely wonderful, and look for those things to continue at Riverwalk. I know that J.D. Colbert, he talked to me in an interview when we first did the press conference about how they wanted to make it a festive place to where they had outdoor types of events, art vendors, family type of deals, and things like that, so people could come. And really, it's something for everybody, and they're going to have that throughout the summer. So get ready for that, and get ready for Muskogee Media to be all these places too, because we want to have a vested interest in covering our tribe for you folks out there. That's exactly what we're all about. So Christina Goodvoice in studio today talking about those things, and very excited about Muskogee Media. So very glad to have you on the program, and we'll be looking for Muskogee Media name out there and about and covering our Native American tribes.
Okay, thank you.
Well, without further ado, we will take you to our next story. We've got a 10-minute, it's around 10-minute little segment, look back at our very first night shoot for the Bow Shooter Society. Very exciting, and Jared Moore was out there to capture some of this footage, and we're glad to bring it to you today.
Oh, he's Zero.
These are practically food today with the same stuff.
It was George.
Thank you.
Okay, and we certainly hope you enjoy taking a look back at the first ever Cvkotakse Secculke night shoot. That's the Bow Shooter Society here at the Muskogee Creek Nation. And what made it so historic and wonderful to have that is that the night shoot, that's the first time they've ever done it, have the capabilities for that. So much interest in what those gentlemen and ladies are doing out there. And Jared Moore out getting all the footage for us and does a great job. I've been a part of that society since it started, so very glad to have that on the program, and we are definitely believers in it. We are definitely believers in Cvkotakse Secculke and what they're doing to keep the traditions and culture alive, especially with the bow making and the bow shoot there. So it's wonderful to have it, wonderful to be part of the festival, and great to have it here on Native News Today. And in sort of keeping with our traditional theme as we have going here on this week's episode, we'll segue now into our next story, and really sort of unique as we talk about stickball. You talk about stickball, and it's always with ceremonial grounds, and that it takes part within a weekend at the ceremonial grounds. But this stickball we'll be talking about this week will be with competitive, going out to different tournaments, competitions, and we have a local team here, actually one of our interns here at the Muskogee Creek Nation Muskogee Media Office that is on Six-Town stickball team, and they're going to Mississippi to see the Choctaws for the World Series of Stickball. You are looking at the Six-Town stickball team as they get ready for the World Series of Stickball coming up in Mississippi. These guys are about ready to leave, and as you can see, working hard, getting all the things worked out and everything like that. I want to bring them in for a little bit, talk right now with these guys, and I know they're excited about the trip coming up. And really, Daniel Roberts here to my right, he's just from here locally and around Morris. And Daniel, talk about the opportunity to go down to Mississippi and see some of the Mississippi Choctaws and take part in a big festival of theirs.
It'll be my first time to go. I'm pretty excited. You know, I haven't been playing with Six-Town too long, but pretty excited. Yeah,
exactly. What you guys been doing this for long? I know you guys probably been playing stickball since you were little kids, but competitively, as far as in a this kind of in this way in this tournament, it's got to be a little bit different, but same thing, still stickball.
Yeah, it's playing like this tournament style is relatively new for a lot of us. This is only my third time going over to Mississippi, but it's really competitive and really intense. So you got to make sure your skills are up there.
Yeah, and you called the World Series of Stickball, so lots of teams coming in. For you guys, it's got to be probably very exciting to test yourself, not only and see what you're made of in competitions around here, but to go out of state and play against a lot of other tribes. It's got to be pretty exciting as well.
Yeah, it definitely is, and I think the pageantry surrounding the World Series of Stickball really amps it up. You know, we get out there, and it's during the Choctaw Festival for them, so there's fair, and the whole football stadium is just filled with Indian people that are there to watch an Indian sport, and I think it's great tradition, and I'm glad that we can, take part in it.
Yeah, it's one of the things you talk about, the pageantry. I love that word when talking about the World Series of Stickball, because it takes place within a Choctaw celebration there in Mississippi. And, it's almost like you look at it here, we got the Creek Festival, same thing for the Mississippi Choctaws. So you guys, in a sense, too, you got to raise your blood a little bit to just go over there and see some of the things that they have involved with their celebration.
Yeah, like Blue was saying, it's a big celebration down there. It's like for the Mississippi Choctaw, stickball is kind of like baseball here or football. That's what they get real amped up about. And around here, Oklahoma football, you got that Friday Night Light feeling. That's the way it is playing stickball down there, and it's really, really a lot of fun. Yeah,
I was talking to Daniel earlier. He's coached baseball, and I had a player from Philadelphia, Mississippi, actually, and it's Conahata, and I saw them getting ready to be. They're going to be one of the top teams there too. So I'm sure he's excited about it too. But that's one of the things. And Blue touched on it too. There's so many Indian people there, and it's such an Indian sport. It belongs to us that it really you can't help but just be nostalgic about it and look and see it all the people. It's a great feeling, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, it just kind of gives you that sense of just, that Native American identity, kind of preserving our culture. and just being able to still play a game that's been played for centuries just makes you kind of feel good on the inside. So.
That's one of the great things too, guys, is that not only are you guys representing us from Oklahoma going out there, and I'm sure there won't be a lot of Oklahoma teams. You guys might even be the only one. I think there's one other, right? One other, yeah, Tuscaloosa will be out there too, but you guys representing us in a great way and doing something that's so culturally intact here for the Muskogee Creek Nation. Now, I can't speak for a lot of other tribes, but we have Alive and Well ceremonial grounds. This goes on every, green corn time of year, and then others where we are doing this on. It's a thing that happens every year with us, and it's something that hasn't just went away, and we're keeping it alive. And you guys certainly are doing that too, in a youth movement, and for you too. I mean, Daniel, it's got to be great because it's something that Muskogee Creeks is not only a chance to show up in a great way competitively, but keeping the culture alive as well.
Yeah. We got a lot of support from my grounds. They're supporting us all the way. I'm gonna be missing Arbor Dance, but they're gonna be praying for us and wishing us good luck. So.
Absolutely, and I hope you guys don't have too many bumps and bruises out there. It is a little brother war after all, and so sometimes it gets a little. But there won't be any women playing, so you should be okay. They get a little bit rough out there, but no, guys, I want to say congratulations first of all for the success you've had and representing us out there, and also wish you the best of luck. Everybody around here in Oklahoma and Creek Country, we're going to get the best of our ability to get the word out there, let them know that you guys will be in Mississippi, and have you in our thoughts and prayers, and we wish you guys nothing but the best of luck. Thanks for being with us, guys. Little man, you gonna shake? All right, that's going to wrap us up for another week's episode of Native News Today. And if everybody out there hasn't noticed already, we have made a time change. We sort of did the leap ahead. We have went to the top of the hour. We're now on at 1 p.m. on the CW 1219 here in Tulsa. So glad to be a part of this network. And moving up to the top of the hour, maybe we'll catch a few more viewers. And we know some of you 1:30 folks that have stuck by us for so long, it'll take you a little bit to get acclimated to the new time, but we hope at the top of the hour we'll catch more eyes and see a lot of people out there that maybe don't know too much about Native Americans, maybe don't know too much about the Muskogee Creek Nation. Check out our program and get a little bit educated on what's going on in the 21st century with Native Americans in this state and the surrounding areas, and that's exactly what we're here for. We're here to showcase that and to have a voice of our people in this changing time, and to have a great voice in an ever-changing world where there's more technology, more media going on, and that's exactly what we strive for, to keep you updated on our social media sites, our Facebook page, Native News Today, and Native News Today Twitter feed at Native News Guys. Want to make sure everybody out there is following us up and making sure that you know what's going on a day-to-day basis here at the tribe, and more informed citizens. That's our number one goal, and have you out there and to share the stories of our people, whether it be our Muskogee Creek people competing in the Olympic trials, or keeping our stickball customs alive and our traditions alive with the stomp dance and things with the bow shoots. That's why we show the material that we show on this show, to keep those things alive. So if you're out there and you want to check us out and you can't get us on the TV, go to www.muskogeenation-nsn.gov. You can check out our 24/7 live stream there on Justin.tv. We have it rolling all the time. You can also check out our story archives in the multimedia section. Just click on our Native News Today logo. That'll take you to an itemized list of everything that we've had on the show. We sure appreciate you all being with us this week, as we do every week. So for next time, take care, God bless, and we'll see you soon.